Planning is key to a successful records management solution. Gathering the right information and talking to the key stakeholders can help you define the right solution. While SharePoint provides tools for a variety of needs, doing the research up front can help you define a solution that works best for your organization. You can learn from industry best practices, including other organizations that have similar compliance needs. A good plan provides flexibility for growth and changes so that it can evolve with your organization. You should also consider how records fit into the overall content lifecycle, such as how people create content, how they delete and manage that content, and how they search for content. Some key factors to consider are all the compliance, industry, legal, and privacy requirements. It's important to gather those needs up front before you design your solution. You may have international considerations, as countries' laws tend to vary from one country to another. You may have specific retrieval needs. For example, how could you produce an important document if you had a legal request? Auditing enables you to see the actions that people take on content in your site collection. It's critical to involve stakeholders in planning. While the stakeholders may vary from one organization to another, you would typically want to involve your business users, such as how do people work with content, your legal and finance departments, and your IT department, for example, for capacity, privacy, and security needs. If possible, try to map your compliance needs to your business and to your user needs. Your compliance needs are mission critical, of course, but if you can consider what business needs people have to access content and how people work with content, you may be able to define a plan that will work best for everyone. Also consider the past, present, and future. What past content will you have to manage? How do you handle all the current content? And how do you plan for future capacity? For example, how do you handle data about an employee? How do you manage that data for now? And how do you manage it when the employee leaves? And how will you manage the data for future employees? Also, you may need to consider records that are still in print. You might need to account for those records in some way, or consider digitizing them. What if your records management needs in SharePoint exceed your in-house resources? Perhaps you just don't have the staffing to carry out a full records management plan. There are some great partners that can help you deal with complex requirements. There are partners that can help you with the whole end-to-end process. They can help you scan and digitize records. They can enhance centralized control and reporting. While SharePoint has several built-in features, some partners can add additional features through a dashboard. They can also help you meet specific compliance needs like Department of Defense. They can also help you build automated solutions. While SharePoint has automated features, you may want to partner to help you with some extra features. Let's take a look at some resources that may be able to help you. ARMA International has a lot of great resources around the world. ARMA provides some standards and best practices, some generally accepted record-keeping principles, as well as various conferences, training, and publications. Another helpful organization is the Association for Information and Image Management. AIIM has various resource centers, including an electronic records management center. If you deal with federal records, the National Archives and Records Administration Organization has great resources, including various guidelines and also training and development resources. If you're planning SharePoint Online, there's a great planning guide for you that covers records management and other aspects of planning. If you're working with SharePoint Server 2013, Microsoft TechNet has a great planning guide for records management in SharePoint Server 2013. So it's important to plan, involve your stakeholders, consider the different requirements that you may have for your organization, and if needed, turn to resources for more information. The links that we've just shown are provided in a guide for this course.